Hello friends, this is Cara-Renee with B.Reborn Art and Healing, coming to you with another design team project for Rockwell Design Crafts. I'm using some of her papers. I don't know off the top of my head, but I will be sure to link them. But they're this beautiful, I think it's the pink fodder kit, and it comes with this pattern, and it comes with this striped in green and in pink, and then it also comes with the same design, but with pink in the background. So I'm going to be creating something that I haven't seen anybody do before, so I'm sure that it is not unique to me, but I haven't seen it, so I thought I would go ahead and give it a try. I did do a prototype, but I don't want to show it to you right yet. So let's go ahead and get started. We'll talk about what this is going to look like. So basically what I'm doing, I'm taking an envelope, just a standard envelope. I believe this measures, let's see, just over like 7 1/4 by 5 1/4, 7 1/4 by 5 1/4. And what I'm going to do is we're going to have this be on a left page, so it'll wrap around, so it'll be the normal kind of wrap around dealio. But what's going to be unique is what you're going to see as we move along. So we're going to proceed as though it was only going to be a flip, and you're going to be astounded when you see it. So I'm going to go ahead and take all of this off. Pretty simple project, so I'm not too concerned about getting mixed up. So let's just see what we can do here. So I'm going to go ahead and ink everything up really quick. And I'm going to change the sponge on this thing because it is so full of crumbs. It's just soggy. Goodness gracious. Hold on. Should have done that before I turned the camera on. This always happens, you know? Every time. There we go. So I hope that you'll check out her shop. I'll be sure to link everything in the description box. Because this is a design team project, I do link the products in the description box as well as over on my blog. So you can check it out either place, but I want it to be convenient for folks. I really want her to be successful, so I'm happy to use her beautiful, beautiful papers. I'm not too concerned about the envelope because that's something that we can do a little bit later. So I'm just setting that stuff aside, and then we're going to go ahead and put this easy peasy envelope together. So again, it's going to open, it's going to be on a left page. If you wanted to go the other way, you would just put the flap on the other side. But you guys, excuse me, you guys probably already know that, don't you? So let's go ahead and start by putting this panel on. I'm going to use my Fabri-Tac because in my prototype I needed that wiggle room, so we're going to just use it from the get-go here. I'm just going to put it straight here on the surface. Or on the envelope rather. There we go. I like to turn my paper so that I can get to this edge here. So I did, as I often do, I do pre-cut my stuff because I don't like to do that on camera, because you guys don't need to see how we cut. You're just going to cut these panels to fit your envelope, just as easy as that. So give that a press. Make sure it's nice and as straight as it can be. Looks pretty darn good to me. So now we're going to turn her over and we're going to put in the inside panel, which is not that. I didn't ink this one. Goodness gracious. Hold on. Oh, I did. It's the other side. I double printed these because I wasn't sure in what order I was going to do them in and which one was going to be the secret part, so which I'm not telling you yet. So I'm going to use my art glitter. Well, no, I'm not. I guess I'll use my Fabri-Tac. So when doing this, you want to, you don't want to mess up your pockets. So we don't want to mess up the pocket. So we're not going to put any glue in here. This still is, though I've done this so many times, I still get all discombobulated. But we're going to put a bead of glue here and on all around the outside. Like so. And in here, so we can put it all over in this section, just so long as we don't go into that area, because that would close the pocket up. Don't want that. There we go. So let's turn her back over. If this was directional, I'd want to be paying a whole lot of attention to that, but it is not, so I don't have to worry too terribly much. So I'm just going to hold that up, make sure that it is nice and straight. Looks to be good. I also like to stick my ruler in there just to make sure that it's open. So let me just do that really quick. Yeah. Oh, we won't know until I do the secret part. Ha ha ha. It's the secret part. You don't know it yet. We'll test the pocket here in a second. So the other thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and put flaps on. So I thought I would use, I cut these. They're going to probably have to be trimmed because I'm not a great cutter with these flaps. Usually I wait until I'm on camera and then I just put a bigger piece of paper on, glue it, and then trim it off. So, but I didn't do that this time. So let's go ahead and get this on as well. This will probably go in the Beloved Beauty journal that I'm making for my friend. I think it would be very fitting. So I'm just going to try to get that right there, and then I can trim off in a second. So I keep getting stuff on here though. Let me get a paper towel. I don't know if I've got stuff on my fingers or what, but that's the second time that's happened. There we go. Turn her over. It's a little bit crooked, but not terrible. So let's go ahead and just trim that off really quick. Easy peasy. What is it they say? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Silly thing. It's sort of like, oh my goodness, great balls of fire. Okay, there we go. So that is beautiful. And I love that it goes like that. I think it looks really springy and very fun. So we're going to do the same with this one on the inside. This time I think I'm going to go ahead and put it on the flap. I prefer that. I prefer it to put the glue on the stationary surface if I can, or the one that's not going to move as much. If that makes any sense. Certainly does not matter what you do. So I will tell you, this is very, very similar to the hidden journaling spots that I've done. I learned the original concept on, I believe, on Cara Brandon's channel. I'm pretty sure. I'll try to find out, but that's where I found the first time I was exposed to hidden journaling spots was on her channel. So I'm going to go ahead and turn that over. Oh, that one's a lot worse. Oh, goodness gracious. Let's trim it. Whoa. Without knocking everything on the desk off would be optimal. So let's just trim that. Doesn't matter if it's not even. Nobody's going to know, right? in terms of if I cut into that envelope flap and make it a different shape, like I am doing right there. So we had beautiful weather here in Washington State today. It's Saturday, April the 2nd, and it's beautiful. It was beautiful outside. My husband was out mowing the grass and putzing around. I was in the studio just because that's my happy place. I love the sun and I enjoy having it be out there, but I don't need to be out in it to enjoy it. So there we go. So that's going to go like so. I'm just going to give that a good press. So there is our thing. So you'd think, well, maybe we just have a little flappy thing going on. But no, we don't. I need to move my keyboard. I don't have enough room to bring my cutter out. Hold on. There we go. So what we are going to do now is we are going to create a hidden journaling spot on the side of this envelope. So we're going to trim off a bit of this envelope. So I think I want to do about an inch. So I'm going to cut off an inch off of this end. Yep. Whoops. Come on. How about an inch and an eighth? It'll give me a little bit more room. Again, your preference for how much of that you cut off. And so then what happens is we're going to go ahead and we're not going to ink these edges and we're not going to ink these edges because we want it to look hidden, similar to my hidden journaling spots. I don't know if you guys have seen those before on my channel, or the ones that Cara-Renee did actually. So what we're going to do is we're going to slide this on here, and then this is going to slide in, and we're going to glue this. So I just want to make sure that it's going to go in nice and neat and tight. If we have to, we can cut more off the bottom if push comes to shove. So we're going to go ahead and put glue on both sides of this journal card, this hidden journaling card here. So we need to do it on that side. On my prototype, I forgot to do one side, and I had to, oops, we didn't ink. Hold on. That was silly. I don't know why I didn't think of that or see it. So we're going to go ahead and do that glue again. So again, we're going to do it on this edge on the one side. And on my other one, I did not use Fabri-Tac, and I did not have enough time to make an adjustment to the lining up of this to inside of that top piece. So this is kind of important. If you've got a glue that you get a little bit of wiggle room would be good. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this back over because I want it to go in like so. So I'm just going to slide this in, and then I'm going to wiggle it until it's in place. So come on, get in there. And I'm just going to look at both ends and make sure that they are nice and even, and they appear to be looking good. I'm going to go ahead and press that down like so. Beautimous. And then even on this side, you can't really tell other than I like to make these a little bit smaller. I suppose you could go all the way to the end, but this is how I learned to do the other ones, so I decided to go ahead and stick with that. So we're going to go ahead and make sure our pocket is intact, and it appears to be really nice. So we're going to go ahead and slide this in there just to test it, and we should have a seamless picture there. Isn't that just epic? I don't know why this happened on my last one too. It wouldn't quite snug up the way that I wanted it to. I don't know if we need to trim a little bit of it off at the bottom, if it's hitting the bottom and I just don't know it. Let me do that really quick. Let me just trim, except there. My the side piece is in the way here. I'm just going to trim off about 1/8 of an inch just to be safe. Then I can re-ink that. It's still a decent journaling space, so because you have front and back. So we've got front and back. Love it. Now let's try again, see if we get a better fit. And what I love about this, different than the other ones, that's much better, is that they're more sturdy. The ones that I make just out of regular digital paper are a little bit flimsy, and they're kind of hard to slide these in and out because there's not much stability to the structure of this. So with using the envelopes as your base, it's a nice heavy duty kind of embellishment. So that is it, guys. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of little circles on here to create a pole on here. Or do we want to do that? Do we want to do that? I did it on my other one, and I think I do want to do it because I want it to be that. I want it to be able to be known that that's what it is, and you wouldn't know necessarily unless you watch the video and see it, but this will be kind of a visual indicator too for the user. There we go. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So we want it on this side. I'm going to try to find my middle here if I can. I'm not great at this, so I think about right there. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So it's half of this one. I'm hoping that that's correct. So we're just gonna, I'm gonna make a little circle there just so I can see that. I don't care if it's not perfect, guys, to be honest. It's never bothered me. Well, okay, that's not true. I used to be super perfectionistic, and I would be very bothered by things not being even or straight, but I don't worry about that stuff anymore. So we're gonna just put that on there right there. On my prototype, I made my tab too big, so this needs to be able to fit in a journal. So I'm sorry you guys can't see. Hang on. I'm on the 8-inch mark. This is going to be just over 13 inches, so 5 and about 1/4. So plenty of space there for it to go, because this is going to butt up to the spine of the journal, the way that this is designed. So we're going to go ahead and put the other one on the back, like so. I just used my fabric or my art glitter glue there. There we go. Love it. I'm gonna just ink that really quick just so we don't see any whiteness there. There we go. So there she is. We're going to do a quick little embellishment on the front, and then we're going to be done. Shortest video ever. I was going to do 2, and I'm like, why stress myself? I really wanted to do one with her other papers, which are these. I can't recall off the top of my head what these are called, but look at these papers. I might do it still and just put it at the end of the video in the photos. We'll see. But my struggle with this is that I'm not used to these really bold colors as my base, and so I would have trouble embellishing these. But I'm going to see what I can do. I might do that off camera and just show you pictures at the end of the video. So there we go. There is our beautiful, beautiful, simple little journaling spot. So so thanks. Oh, we're going to do an embellishment. Goodness gracious. I don't know what's going on with me. Other than the normal. It's the normal backwardness of Cara-Renee. I love how simple this was, though. It's nice to do things that aren't quite as, you know, labor intensive. So we're going to go ahead and just put that down as we go. Oh, I wanted some lace down first, though. Hold on. Let's go ahead and put this lace down with the Fabri-Tac. I'm just going to put it here in the corner. Oh no, I don't want it there. Oh goodness, we can't go over that. That's going to have to go over more. I'm going to pull that out a little bit just so that I don't do that again. Silly, silly, silly. I love that though. Put that on. You know, I love my clusters, so I think they give a lot of character. Certainly you guys can make this as plain as you want. You can make it as decorated as you want. Totally personal choice. I'm just putting some Fabri-Tac on here too because I am gluing onto lace. So I'm just going to put that paper right there. We've got this little lace bit hanging out. Got another one too I might use. We'll see. And then I've got this brown piece of paper. This is that 3M masking paper that I really enjoy using. I'm going to go ahead and ink it up too. I got 4 different kits from Jackie for the month of April, and so I really wanted to capitalize on that and use as many of them as I could. So that's why I'm doing 2. I've already, well, I guess I didn't. My other one was in March. Huh. Maybe I'm just off on my schedule. I don't know. I might not be ahead of the game. I don't know. Going to put that there because you can still see that, and then you can see the music through it because this is somewhat transparent, and then you can see it to the sides too, which is enough for me. And then I've got my She paper, which I love. She Decided, actually, is what it's called. It's from SeanPetite.com subscriber library if you want to check her out. It's called She Decided. It's the name of the paper. It's a freebie, or was a freebie in her subscriber library, but I'm sure it's also part of a collage pack. I'm not sure. She sells beautiful collage papers. There we go. I love it. I was going to use this, but I don't think I want to do that. I just don't feel like it. I don't know. We'll see. I've got a sentiment here. I am going to trim it down a little bit. It says "A ray of sunshine." I think I will do that other one off camera and just show you guys at the end, just so I can showcase a little bit more of her work. Beautiful digitals. I really admire people that can create those. I don't even have a desire to learn. It's too much administrative paperwork kind of stuff. I don't want any part of it. And I don't have any interest in making money off of it, so I don't need to do that. So yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that pink. So let's see, maybe we'll just use a piece of this. What do you think? Let's kind of put it on top of there because you can kind of still see the words through it, which I adore. Let me just put that fabric tack there, like so. And then we're going to glue our word on, and then we'll be done. I hope that you guys will check out the photos at the end so you can see the other project. Take care. Bye-bye.